just about ready to roll here. And pitching in this game, Brady Singer. What do you got on him, Chris?
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life.
Oh, now this one's high and deep, way back there, on its way, gone. The first batter of the game leaves the yard, and it gives him the lead in the first. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, so much for settling into this game, Boog. No courtesy first pitch take right there. He was ready from the second he stepped into the box, got a pitch to hit, jumped all over it. I tell you what, that'll fire up the guys in your dugout.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. He's already homered here in this one. First pitch misses.
Outside.
Hit in the air right field, and that one way back there, and that is way gone. Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 5-zip. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. Anytime you have a pitch down the middle of the plate, the percentages go up for the hitter to do damage, even if it's a pretty good sinker like that one. Nice piece of hitting there at the plate.
So the batting order turns over. Here's Shohei Ohtani. Runner breaks for third. Pitch misses. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. Two outs. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The run scores from third, and they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Everything came together for him. Smashed that one through the infield for the knock. When it's hit that hard, it makes it very tough on the infielders to make any sort of play.
Runner at first with 2 away. Mookie digs in here. Sing, you talk about a guy that has all the skills. The range is really pick off, move to first. Ohtani back in.
And because of that big power arm, he's able to play a little bit deeper, make throws from the outfield grass all the way across the diamond, and still get a
runner takes off. Swing and a base hit. Ohtani around second, headed for third. And they hold him at third. 90 feet away with 2 out. So here's Kyle Tucker now.
Right fielder, Kyle Tucker.
That one hit to right. And that is that. 2 men left stranded. Back now as it'll be a pinch hitter to lead off. Ha-Seong Kim.
Well, with his speed, he could really make some things happen leading off. But we saw complete domination in this one. The offense exploded for a blowout, and then the pitching staff nails, locked down the opponent. This team did everything right today.
This one ends 7-0. Dave Roberts and company celebrate in the dugout. And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. Spring training baseball coming your way. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Just about ready to go. Today's starting pitcher, Shohei Ohtani.
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound,
Leading
that
off for
repertoire
Seattle,
can be a
right
real
fielder,
weapon in terms of
Birria
keeping hitters
VOICE.
off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
And a foul ball. Way out front for strike 2.
1-2.
Goes down looking. And stepping in for the Mariners, Brendan Donovan. Pitch misses.
too low.
1-0. Donovan, a former Gold Glove winner, 28 years old. And he was drafted in the 7th round back in 2018. In there at the knees.
1-1.
Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Puts it away for the out. That's out number 2.
Batting third, first baseman, Josh
And
Naylor.
now it's Josh Naylor. Obviously a guy who makes good contact, hits for average, but one of the things in today's game, the value in the fact that he hits both righties and lefties. And that's in for a strike. It's 0-1. They're so reliant on the matchups nowadays, Chris, and it's huge when you don't have to sit a guy or platoon him.
1-1.
When you can hit, both sides in terms of pitchers' arms, you're a guy that it's hard to take out of the lineup, and I think it's very important today when everything is under the microscope.
2 out, space is empty. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And foul ball.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat,
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that'll do it. Mariners go down quietly there, and now the Dodgers. And we're back. And starting in this one, Bryce Miller. What should we keep an eye on here?
he's got that splitter, and it's a
Leading
pitch
off
that
for the
swings and
Dodgers,
misses, come
designated
fast,
hitter,
and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And that misses. Ball 1.
Well, Boog, with Ohtani on the mound today, you think about how big of a star he's become in the U.S., but his dog, Decoy, stole the show away from his master when he was being awarded his 2nd MVP. It's just so darn cute.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Way back there. And this one's off the billboards. Home run. He circles the bases. Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
He just sent this stadium into a frenzy. They're going nuts. Well, he put a really nice swing on that one, and everything was on time, took a direct path to the ball, excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Here's the catcher,
Leading off
Cal
for the
Raleigh.
Mariners, catcher,
He's not
Cal
going to get
Raleigh.
cheated up there.
No, he's not. He's looking to do damage with every swing he takes.
Ohtani back to work. Fought off foul. And he deals.
No.
On the ground, Edman. In plenty of time to first. 1 out in the
Batting
second.
fifth, left fielder, Dominic Canzone.
Dominic Canzone up next for the Mariners. That misses, and it's 1-0. And there's a foul ball. Ripped to third. Muncy sends it to first. 2 up, 2 down in the top of the second.
Center fielder Julio Rodriguez.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. He swings and fouls one off.
Had some cut action to it. Velocity pretty good on that slider. So far, moving the ball around nicely.
That's a strikeout. Woody Keller says he won a round. No runs, no hits, no errors. Now to the bottom of the back to the top of the lineup. Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered in this game. He is quite an athlete. I mean, you look around the other sports, basketball, football, you feel like he could thrive in one of those sports too. Swung on, belted.
Get up, ball, get up.
On a dead sprint, racing back. Brings it in. Runners tag up from second and third. He'll score on the sac fly. 3-0.
No, he'll take the sac fly on the mound right there. Bases loaded. I mean, this is a high leverage situation. And if you can limit the other team, you're doing pretty good work. See if you can get this next out.
And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the third inning. And now for Seattle, J.P. Crawford. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And he chases that one below the zone.
One ball,
well, after putting up a
strike.
nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Batting 8th, the designated hitter.
Now it's Randy Arozarena. Arozarena with a homer in his last game. And he pumps it a strike. Fouled off left side. And that one a little below the knees. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He's notched 4 strikeouts now.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And it's 1-1. And that one fouled off. Fouls it off, still 1-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Got him looking. That's a strikeout. Nobody left for Seattle. Still down 3-0.
Now pitching.
Welcome
for the
back.
Dodgers.
And now on the mound to start the 4th.
Number
Blake
7.
Snell.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should. Winning never gets old, but it's also important to come out and play with some level of a fear of failure. That's what brings out the best, knowing that if I don't bring it today, we could lose. And nobody likes to lose, especially when you work this hard to play at this level. Nice win today.
And your final score, 5-2. It's the Los Angeles Dodgers and the Milwaukee Brewers. First pitch moments away. And our pitcher in this game, Logan Henderson.
Try to stay back for that
Leading
power
off for the
changeup.
Dodgers,
Speed
the
differential between the
designated
fastball and the
hitter,
changeup is
Shohei Ohtani.
huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Shohei Ohtani up to the dish. And that's off the outside edge. And this one is off and running. The 1-0. That one fouled off. And a pitch. That one ripped right center field. And out of here. What a start to this one. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boog. We knew it wasn't coming back. Well, we see this so much more today. Lineups would pop in the leadoff spot, and it really puts the pitcher in a tough spot out there where he has to execute right away. You can't just get over a couple of strikes to settle in, get comfortable, because at the plate, that guy's looking to do exactly what he just did. Start the game off with a huge bang.
Henderson back to work. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. The 0-1. And downstairs. Hit hard, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Textbook bat control right there. Got a pitch on the outside, saw it deep into the zone, and just barreled it up, went the other way for the knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here's Mookie to hit. Shohei on the go. In the dirt, blocked. And there's no throw. He's in there at second with a stolen base. Here's the pitch. Runner goes again. It's in and out of his glove. Still able to fire over, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay.
Kyle Tucker.
One down, runner at third. Now here is Kyle Tucker. Now a step off to third. Ohtani back in. Ohtani stands at third with one gone in the inning. And he hits a ground ball right side. Now 2 away as they get a run across.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
Here's Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered here in this one.
Shohei Ohtani.
That misses the zone, and that's ball one. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. He makes the grab, and that'll do it. Dodgers strand a couple as they're unable to add to their 2-0 lead. And now the DH, Shohei Ohtani. He's already homered in this game. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that's ball one. And another ball.
When you get ahead in the count, there's no doubt that the success rate goes up. And that's what he's been doing. It's made a big impact for him in recent games.
Right side. And it drops in. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton, and everything seems to get started around this guy. 2 outs, runner at first. Here's Mookie Betts.
Now snap throw to first.
He's safe.
Ohtani back in. Ohtani, the runner at first with 2 gone. Shohei on the go. That's to third. In time to Vaughn. And that is that. 1 hit, 1 left. Top of the order. The Dodgers going with a pinch hitter, Ryan Ward, looking for a big hit with 2 out, runners at first and second.
Well, this was a tightly played game. Got a little of everything. Some timely hitting, runs on the board, key pitching and defense in certain spots. Definitely a fun one to watch.
And your final 4-2 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew. I'm John Shambi saying so long.